My name's Katie Jones, I'm an estate agent and a property industry blogger. My blog is at careerinproperty.co.uk. I've been getting a load of hits on a particular blog post which is all about a typical day in a estate agency, and so I thought it would be a good idea just to give you a bit more information and background about what a typical working day in an estate agent's office is like. That way you can decide if it's something that you think would be interesting for you. So the crux of the day starts normally around 8:50 in the morning. Most people will be arriving into the office at that point. Typically there is a morning meeting at 8:30. That meeting involves the sales or lettings team, normally divided into two groups, and the branch manager will normally host the meeting, which will involve starting to talk about the new properties that are coming onto the market that day or that week, any offers that have been received in by the negotiators and how those offers are progressing in terms of different tactics for helping the negotiation to be successful. Then they will also share their viewing plan for the day, work out if there's any clashes between different people being in the same property at the same time, and also whether there's other properties that those potential applicants should be seeing as part of their viewing visits. Information will basically be shared throughout the group. So it'll include administration staff, it'll include deals that are progressing at that point, and all of this information is the same whether or not you are working in sales or lettings environment. So essentially the activity in the morning meeting is to share the information that is essential to getting deals done during the day, and that has to happen in the morning because during the day everyone is going to be out and about at different times doing different things, on the phone, busy. So the day then normally starts to kick off properly at 9 o'clock when negotiators will be on the phone, getting feedback from the viewings that they had the previous day and putting forward any offers that they've received to the property owners, be that landlord or someone looking to sell. That will normally take about an hour. They'll be, hopefully, if they're a good agent, phoning their clients and explaining to them how the viewings went the previous day on their properties, suggesting ideas to improve the marketing that's going on in the property, any problems with accessing the property if it's got tenants in there, or other issues that crop up as part of the day-to-day job. It'll take about an hour to do those two elements, and at 10 o'clock typically the office will move into a pipeline progression mode. So again, whether you're in sales or lettings, you will be looking at the current deals that you have running and progressing those by talking to solicitors, if you're on the sales side, talking to mortgage brokers, talking to the people that are buying the property, and if you're on the letting side, you'll be talking to inventory clerks, you'll be working with the administrator on the tenancy agreement, you'll be chasing up references, you'll be chasing up deposits that need to be taken, etc, etc, etc. At 11 o'clock, typically, and every office is slightly different, but typically there will be at least an hour that's put aside for the entire office to sit down and ring out. The ring out is a really essential part of the day because the rest of the day people are in and out of the office, and you need to have a collective process to ring out a new property, otherwise the phone will not stop ringing and you won't be able to contact your applicants about new properties coming on. So typically we can say that around 11 o'clock you may have an hour's ring out session. Everyone will sit down on the phone and they will talk to their applicants about perhaps the new instructions that have come on or properties that have had a price reduction. At midday, typically between midday and 3, most negotiators will be out on viewings and most people will grab a sandwich or a light lunch on there as part of their viewing trip. It's very unusual that you'll get more than about a 30-minute break during the day if you're an estate agent. Between 3 and 4 you can expect the office to regroup again and to have another concerted effort towards having a ring out. This time it could be perhaps something that's more based on the applicants themselves, phoning people that have been viewing in the last 2 weeks, finding if they're still looking, finding if re-evaluating perhaps their aspirations and their expectations, working with your hot applicants to find if there's any other properties that they should be viewing, and generally again a period of proactive engagement with your database. Between 4 and 7, you can expect to be out on viewings again. You may have to, during the course of the day, reorganise your day completely and go and see a new property that's come on the market, or solve a problem that's cropped up. Or you may find that some of those time slots have been replaced with a marketing activity, such as going and leaflet dropping in a particular area, or perhaps you will be ringing people that had their houses or flats for sale or let a few months ago and recontacting them to see if they're interested in moving again. The day has to be flexible, it has to be reactive, but it also has to cover the really essential tasks that come up as part of delivering a good quality service to your clients. So feedback, sales and lettings progression, and ringing out new properties will be an essential part of every estate agency office up and down the country. I hope that's given you a bit more of an information. It's a very exciting, stimulating environment to be working in. It can also be very stressful and a little bit over-stimulating sometimes, but generally that will give you a bit of an idea of what it is you'll be doing if you're a junior negotiator or you're operating in an estate agency office. I hope that's given you a bit more insight.